Yaho. Hello. It is I. Oh my god, my stuff is too loud for me. Um, God, I haven't streamed in a while, which is my fault. Sorry. Sorry. Well, not fully. It's not fully my fault, sadly. I had some shit come up, and when you have some, I gotta fix myself. Yeah, like that. So I had some shit come up, and that meant no funny stream, no funny stream for a week or two. First my monitor broke, which is just cool, awesome, very great. I bought a new monitor. It's 3 times the size and it looks very nice, but that's like a hole in my pocket now. Yeah, it's something, man. I I sat there in the store. So I went to a small PC store because I think that's cool. So I went to the small PC store and I sat there and I was like, yeah, I need a new PC. I don't know what to get. Well, I do know what I want. So I said, hey, I just want something like 180, full HD, um, like above 75 hertz. And that was about it. And this guy was like, so I got like 3 options for you. Which I went to a PC store because I don't want options, so I'm very glad. So I gotta calibrate my mom. Give me a second, brothers. Give me a second, fellas. It's also just annoying. Whoop. There you go. Okay. So I went to the store. So I had 3 options, and he was like, "So I got two curved for you. I got two curved," and I was like, "I don't really want curved. Doesn't really fit on my desk. Like curved is good if you have a good desk, which I do not have. I have a tiny wooden desk, and it rattles and shakes, and that's why when I play games, you often hear me just." So yeah, that was like, so I went to the store and I was like, oh, I kind of like this one, which is the one I have right now, which is pretty large. It's 27 inch, 27, 37. I don't remember. It's big. So it's large, and it's nice to look at. It's very nice. It's a lot bigger. There's no big scratch on it. So yeah, I'm happy with it. It was expensive. Well, it wasn't that expensive. I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't that bad. I'm gonna say it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It could have been so much worse because the one that the person also showed, like he didn't push me to buy the expensive one. He actually said that the cheaper one was probably the best option. So I went and I looked at the expensive one because I was like, I got the budget. Not that I'm going to, but I have the budget if necessary. It was fucking 221 euros. And it was a curved screen by Philips or something. I was like, oh, nope. So I got an LG one right now. It's good. I like it. It's nice. It's like thin-ish. Not that thin, but it's thin-ish, right? Um, so right now I have it and it's good, but I wanted to stream. I remember I was going to stream the day that my monitor died. So I was going to stream. And so I turned on my PC, click clacking. I put in my password. I click on Firefox, and in 16 seconds flat, my monitor just stopped working. Like it just turned off, but it didn't turn on. It like the screen itself turned off, but not like the actual HDMI or like display port didn't go off. It was just the the fucking screen, like the screen itself. So when I turned it off and on again, it would again do that, and it would just in 16 seconds it would just turn off again. So every single time I just I was like, oh, maybe like the cable's faulty, so I just took out the cable, like put in a new one. That wasn't it. So I turned it off, like took out the electricity because I was like, maybe the electricity's like faulty and it just short circuited, maybe, I don't know. So I took it out, put it back in, and it did it again. It did it again. I'm talking with my hands if anyone can see that. So it did it again, and I was just very sad because I had this happen before on a laptop screen. Luckily, it's not a laptop. I don't have a laptop anymore. I have a full PC setup, but man, dude, that's harsh. So I had to wait for a week. I went with my dad to the store. We walked to the store. He came to visit me, so we went to the store, and I'm very frail. Um, I'm someone with a few thingy-majiggies in my back and my knees, so he went with me to walk to the store, and he was the one who carried the actual box because I could not do that. I can't do that. I'm not particularly weak in my arms or anything, it just would hurt my back. So I sat there and we walked through, and I like at the end of the day I plugged it in, and then my Cintiq screen didn't want to turn on. Oh man. I had forgotten that I was still in DisplayPort. And very funny thing about PCs, if you have something in HDMI, DisplayPort isn't gonna work for your second screen. So I was like, okay, so this thing is HDMI. Cool. I'll buy a thing to change it into DisplayPort. Forgetting that my Cintiq was HDMI. Which I just had a dongle on. So I bought a new like cable to like switch it to DisplayPort, which I then figured out because my PC is my brother's old PC. So I DM'd him. I was like, "Hey, can you help me fix this problem?" He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I have HDMI ports. Put them in the HDMI ports. So I put them in the HDMI ports, and I've had so many issues with my Cintiq with the HDMI ports. Just like the so there's a little thing, like a little square rectangle thing which you plug all your cables in, which turns into one cable that gets plugged into the Cintiq. Um, which then turned out was really funny to just be a little bit faulty. I had to buy it. I have two of these because I've had this one for 6 years and it's still good, so I'm still gonna continue using it. But my lord, dude. My lord. Dude, it was 75 buckaroonies for a few new cables. Cables. Yeah, I know it's a special type of like USB-C cable, but my god. That's a fucking ripoff. But I mean, most companies are ripoffs nowadays, and Cintiq is hella overpriced. I'm gonna say it. It's always been. I mean, Wacom has always been overpriced. Um, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna buy something else because this one's good, and I'll just buy new cables because every 6 years, 75 bucks, fine. I mean, it's better than spending like 500 bucks for a new one. But yeah, I'm not very good at technology. The fact that I can get streams up and running is already pretty impressive for me. Yeah, I don't even know how PC shit works. I think for like the last years I figure out how to use Task Manager. Man, I don't know how Task Manager works, and now I do, well, sort of. I just click things and I was like, I turn off Microsoft Edge every single day because it still turns on even though I don't use it. I don't use Microsoft Edge. I have never used Microsoft Edge. I have always used, when I was younger, I, of course, like most people, used Google Chrome. But I figured out Google Chrome kind of fucking sucks. So I switched to Firefox. Firefox is good. Firefox is very good. I'd say like Firefox is one of the better ones. It's smooth enough. It doesn't lag your PC into hell. So yeah, I use Firefox. My family says that I'm insane for using Firefox because they're all Google Chrome lovers, I am not a Google Chrome lover. Google Chrome, dude, I still think that I once got hacked on Google Chrome and I just never figured it out. But it like I did figure it out, but I just ignored it. I just randomly like my so a funny thing about Google Chrome is it has the option if you do something funny to hack your Google Chrome and then every single time do very small things, and it doesn't compromise your PC, it just takes you to sponsored pages instead of the actual page that would normally show up on Google Chrome. So I think I got hacked. I don't really care. I mean, I'm I'm just a regular guy. I'm like one of those boomers that accidentally does everything wrong. I was one of those kids that downloaded links off of Mega, and was it Mega? I don't know. Who cares? Mega, Mega, Mega. Right, because they would just like have the software cracked, and I refuse to pay for certain products because I think they're scummy. Yippee! Bleh. Bleh. But yeah, that was 2 weeks ago, and then very funny thing. So I'm allergic to mosquitoes. I have Skeeter syndrome. I've one of a I have a milder version of it, so I get very large spots on my arm that turn in like very small bumps around it, and it's itchy to the point of being painful, right? And because it's painful, I can't sleep. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been going to bed at 3 a.m. hunting mosquitoes in my room. It's not fun. I barely get any sleep because these fuckers still get me. And I wake up with like actual wounds because I have very sensitive skin as well. So anytime I just like I'm no better than anyone else. I scratch that shit. I know people tell you to like slap it or something. No, I just scratch it and then my skin breaks and then I have a wound. I have like so many scars from mosquito bites. And it's not like small scars either. I have like one that was pretty big for like a mosquito bite. It's not fun. I'd say personally, I don't know. But yeah, if you're allergic to mosquitoes, maybe don't be stupid and get some actual stuff for it instead of me who just hunts mosquitoes for like 3 hours a day. Dude, I genuinely, I'm not joking, I would just do that shit. And sometimes I DM people and they'd be like in their time zones and still be awake, and they'd be like, Lou, why are you it's 3 a.m. for you. Why are you awake? Why are you here? And I'm like, mosquito. And they're just like, what do you mean mosquito? What do you mean? I'm like, mosquito do bite and I get rash. So yeah, my family and friends and everyone else knows that I have an allergy, and everyone's just like, that's normal. No, it's not. Yeah, it's supposed to itch, but it's not supposed to burn. Man, so that's like one of the other things why I didn't stream, because I was way too tired. Um, and also I'm very forgetful, so I also just forgot. But yeah, I think some of the other reasons were pretty personal, so I'm not gonna go into them. But I just had some shit, and that's why I didn't do that stuff. And I started a new hobby, which was painting a little doll. That was fun. But I'm struggling with it, so I'm getting very frustrated. So I decided, just stream time, stream time, woohoo! Um, my God, I haven't streamed in a while, so I'm just trying to yap without, you know, doing stupid and accidentally doxing myself because I'm very good at that. Also, very fun thing. I play a lot of mobile games because I'm one of those. And I started, like, not started, I've been playing this game for years. Cookie Run Kingdom, I've been playing it since release, and recently they made a, like, chat room type of thing where you can make your own character and you chat with people in a chat room, and I've never felt more out of place. Like, I just went in there and I was just chatting with another person because I knew they were over the age of 18, so I was like, okay, we'll chat. And a random child came up to us and they were like, hello. I was like, hi. I usually, like, it sounds weird, but I ask for ages so I know how to, like, respond to people. And she did it by herself. I didn't even have to ask. She was like, I'm 10 years old. I was like, why the fuck are you on a gotcha game? Sorry, but what are your parents doing? Dude, Cookie Run Kingdom is a gotcha game. Why are children on there? I know it looks cute, but I don't. Man. I mean, it's the same with, like, Genshin Impact and all of that stuff. I think children shouldn't be like young children, for example, shouldn't be on there because they're getting gambling addicts. Ooh. Not good. Not good. But yeah, it's I was just there and I was just chatting and this person kept like asking stuff and I was like, fine, it's like fine. I joined pretty late with the chat, so I was like, okay, like I mean they were there already, sure. But at some point I was just like, oh yeah, you are a child. Man. Like we were chatting and this other person was over the age of 18, so we were chatting a little more than I was chatting with the others. And I was just like, oh yeah, they were asking if I went to school, and I was like, no, I live in assisted living. I can't hold a job, so I have government assistance. And they were like, oh, you have autism. I was like, yeah, I have autism. And this child come up to us, and they were like, I probably also have autism and ADHD. I was like, oh, okay. Why do you think that? And they're like, when I get angry, I have autism and ADHD reactions. I was like, oh, you mean a meltdown? And like, no. I was like, what? So I was like, be the benefit of the doubt, the benefit of the doubt. We do that here. So I was just like, oh, do you like have sensory issues? Do you like this? And they're like, no. I was like, oh, do you maybe struggle socially, maybe a little bit? And they're like, no. I was like, okay. And they were like, so you're autistic? And I was like, yeah, I have autism. I've had it since I was born. Yeah. I live in assisted living. I have my own apartment. I like, but, but, but do you get angry? I was like, not really anymore. I mean, I mostly got angry and had meltdowns when I was a kid. I learned how to deal with them. I was like, no, I don't really get angry that much anymore. And like, but isn't that autism? I was like, no. I was like, no, that's not autism. I was like, no, that's not autism. Autism is a collection of several things, and it's a genetic condition and meant in a disability. And they were like, I don't have a disability. I was like, then are you sure you know? And they're like, do you have a diagnosis? And I was like, yeah, I got diagnosed in 2018. And like, in 2018, I was like 3 or 4. I was like, oh god. Oh god. Oh, I sometimes forget that children were that age in 2018. Like, if they're 10 years old, that means they were born in 2014. I mean, I'm not old, I'm 18. I'm 18, but my god. I sometimes get shocked about sometimes the audacity of children, really. Like, they just come up to you and they're just like, no, you suck. I was like, okay, sure, kiddo. But yeah, that kid, that kept trying to ask me like if I went to school. I'm just gonna say this. I never finished high school. Um, so I was like, yeah, I live on my own. And they were like, you live on your own? And I'm like, yeah. I live on my own. I have my own apartment. And like, really? I was like, yeah. This kid was flabbergasted. I mean, as a kid, like, it's pretty weird to see, like, I used to, like, teenage, because like, legally I'm an adult, mentally I'm, like, let's be honest, 18 is still a teenager. So I just said, like, so they think, like, oh, these types of people, like, they shouldn't have apartments yet, because, you know, only old people have apartments. And, this kid was flabbergasted by the fact that I, as someone under the age of 30, have an apartment. Which, I mean, I don't own the apartment. I don't rent the apartment. It's assisted living, girly pop. But yeah, that was my week a little bit. I don't do that much. I stay inside a lot. I got the funny mental problem. I have agoraphobia. It's very funny. But yeah, I don't do that much, but you know, sometimes I go outside to the store and I was like, man, why are people like huddling outside a store? Like just a grocery store, and there's just like a group of people chatting outside the store while I walk past into the ice cream aisle. Oh, oh god, I have a thing against the Aldi now. Aldi, you fucking pieces of shit. I bought cookie dough ice cream, right? Like a regular adult. I bought cookie dough ice cream. There was no fucking cookie dough in my ice cream. It just had chocolate chips. Man, I should have. I was I was upset, so I went to a different store and I bought the same thing, just cookie dough ice cream, and it was twice as expensive, but it was like a bigger tub, and it had a lot of cookie dough. I'm a child, by the way. I don't know if anyone has known it. I have a love for cookie dough ice cream and just ice cream in general. I love ice cream. I'm lactose intolerant. You know, I'm one of those people that's lactose intolerant but still very, 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 very much eats yogurt every single day. I'm ruining my digestive system. But I mean, it's already fucked. I have IBS. I'm one of those people. But I mean, I have stress related IBS. I don't really have like, most people have IBS that gets worse with stress, but I go, ooh, I got it. What is this? I hope I didn't get a random ass DM from someone. I would think, fuck, it's just Instagram being annoying and spamming me with notifications, even though I don't want them. I don't care about the reels you want me to listen to. Man, I'm one of those people, I wake up, go back to sleep for another 30 minutes, and I grab my phone, and I watch those videos of the fucking AI voice talking Reddit stories for like 20 minutes. No, 10 minutes. 20 minutes? 20 minutes. For 20 minutes, I do that. And then I, you know, wake up, do my routine, wait for someone to ring my bell, go downstairs because my apartment is like, it has a stair to walk up to. So I go down the stairs, I open the door, they're just like, we'll see you at 1 p.m. And I was like, okay, see you at 1 p.m. And they're just like, now it's time for breakfast, so I make myself some yogurt. And I watch those videos while I eat my breakfast. And then depending on what, I just go back to sleep for another like hour. Then at like 1 p.m. ish, 1 p.m., I have like a little chat with some of the people that work at the assisted living facility. So I just be like, hello, and we chat. And after a while, I just then they leave. I either eat lunch or I don't. Most of the time, I don't. Because lunch sucks. It's either breakfast or lunch. I hate breakfast and then eating lunch, or I hate lunch and then I like eating lunch or not eating breakfast. I eat like 2 meals a day, and that's not because I'm doing stuff. It just sometimes it feels gross to eat several times a day because like dinner's like later. Breakfast, I wake up at 9 and then I eat at like 10 and I have to eat again at 1. Nah, bro. That sucks. Nah. Not my thing. I had lunch today. I made something and it was too much and it wasn't that great. I sometimes forget that like the house, like the we call it the house version. What's it called? Generic brand. So the generic brand of the food that I bought, it's just less good. Usually like the generic brands are like fine and they taste good, but with this one they just don't. There's no flavor. Where that like it's meant to have chicken stock. There's no flavor of chicken stock. It's just bland. There's no I was really tempted to throw in extra chicken stock. But I didn't do that because I'm far too lazy to actually make food. Um, I literally every single day a person cooks for everyone here, so I eat food that's already made. Yeah, I got the privileged shit. But to be honest, if I were to cook every single day, I think I'd probably implode. So I think I'd like actually implode. Like right now, I probably have the energy to do it because I don't have to go anywhere. Nah, let's be honest, I don't even got the energy when I do have places to go or not go. Yeah, I kind of, I don't know. I'm not the type of person to really care too much. I don't know. Maybe I just don't really want to cook. Maybe that's also just me. I don't really like cooking. I'm one of those. I'm one of those. I gotta fix my mouth tracking. It's not that sensitive. Let's put you up a little bit. Let's pull you up a little bit. That's a bit better, I think. Yeah, that's a little better. um, but yeah, my week wasn't really that interesting. Like I said, I just stay inside most of the time, so I don't really have that much to say. I I mean, I don't really do that much besides draw and play video games. Maybe I take a nap. Maybe I do that. I've been taking so many naps because I can't sleep at night. I just sleep throughout the day, and that's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad for your rhythm and shit because, I have to get back to actually doing stuff and therapy. And, when you can't sleep at night, that's not good. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, girlies, that's not good. But yeah, I think the biggest problem. Why is my model just slowly going down? Go up. Oh no, you're too far. There, that should be good. Yeah, that's good. I think. Maybe a little bit. There we go. Into the middle of the screen where I deserve to be. But yeah, most of the time I don't do that much. It's not particularly because I don't want to do that much. It's just at some point you just kind of sit there and just like I'm too bored to do things, but also I'm too bored not to do things. So you just watch YouTube for like 7 hours a day. Agoraphobia is not very fun. It's not funny. It's not fun. People often are like, oh no, that's fun. You get to stay indoors all day. You don't have responsibility. No, I'm bored. I barely see people, man. I'm bored. I'm like many people, like most people, I get bored just as much as everyone else. You know, it's fine to be bored, but like 24/7, I don't know. Gets to a point where you're just like, I want to go back to, grabbing dinner with my family and shit because I can't go to restaurants anymore. So sad, so sad. But yeah, right now I'm just filling the void with live streams. I mean, I don't really watch live streams that much. I mean, I'd watch them if my friends do them. I watch those streams. But I don't really watch them any live streams because I kind of get bored every once in a while. And I just want to watch a video. I'm the biggest yapper that exists, but I can't stand people yapping for an hour. Don't get me wrong, with my friends, I'm happy to listen. Like, it's actually enjoyable to listen, but with, like, strangers, nah. Unless you're, like, very entertaining, like, genuinely super, super entertaining, I'm probably not watching. I've only watched a few live streams, like, full. But usually, no, I maybe join for, like, 15 to 30 minutes, and then I leave. With my friends, I do stay usually as much as possible until I either mentally cannot take it anymore to have one stimulus. I'm one of those people, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not brain rotted. I can do things without going insane, but I can't do things with, like, if I draw, I need to have, like, a video or music or whatever. When I play video games, most of the time I'm still watching a video. One thing though, I don't have any like speakers or anything, so my thingy majiggy kinda, I'm having like a brain thing. Ooh. Sometimes I'm talking and my brain just says stop talking. Stop it. We don't like talking anymore. Oh, man. God. But yeah, I don't know. I can't have like one stimuli. Is it stimuli or stimulus? Stimuli, right? I'm not an English speaker. I don't fucking know. I'm one of those people that just started streaming that doesn't actually speak. Well, I'm fluent enough, but like I'm not the best at English. I make mistakes. I got the funny dyslexia. Oh man. If autocorrect didn't exist, I'd be struggling. My grades in Dutch and English, like my English grades were like fine because it was like basic English. But my Dutch grades were horrible. It was so bad. I got like 50% most of the time, which is not good because you can get like the minimum score you can get in middle school is a 4, which is like a 40%. So like a 4 is the minimum. I would get 5s so much. Like 5.5 I think was you pass. So 5.5 is like a very, very near pass. If your grade's constantly at like a 5.5, then you are going to get into trouble. But, 5.5 is a pass. My scores could be like a 6 to a 4.8. Ooh man, not good at it. But I mean, it's the same with like geography. I suck at geography. Every single time the teacher was like, "Oh, it's time for geography," I would be like, "Oh man, it's time. It's time for geography. Go on, Lou. Open the book. You gotta do geography." I genuinely, without Google Maps, I'd lose my mind. Sorry, man. I'm not one of those people that's like gifted at remembering. I used to be good at some subjects. Like I was a relatively like BA, like an 8, 9 student. So I was pretty good when it came to like history or biology or whatever. But I was just not good at the super remembering things where you have to like genuinely sit there and remember everything constantly. Like that was just not what I'm good at, and it's still not what I'm good at. Um, I mean, my thing was like when I was younger, I was like, I'm gonna be a biochemist because I really like and still do like biochemistry and just biology in general. I didn't want to go into like like medical biochemistry. I just wanted to go into like general biochemistry, but at some point you're just like, man, no thanks. I haven't even finished my high school. Um, Reason for that is none of your business. But yeah, I just like I still do enjoy biology and like general stuff about cells and plants and all of those things. Mostly like I do like human cells, like the interesting of how they work. Don't get me wrong, I haven't finished anything, so I'm not very smart about it, but I do enjoy it. It's fun. Um, but like, man, if I wasn't just a random fucking artist on the internet, I could have done something good. I hope my laughter doesn't get picked up because that's cringe as shit. I've been streaming for 40 minutes, speaking to myself, not even doing anything. I'm so funny. uh, man, man. I probably should also try streaming on Twitch. Maybe. I don't know. I used to. I don't really anymore. But I could try. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it depends if I'm interested enough. But usually, I don't use Twitch at all. So, I don't know. I use YouTube more often. And I like that I can see my VODs after. I mean, you can upload your VODs from Twitch, but I don't know. I just like that it's like automatic. I like the automatic uploading. Mm-mm. But I think I'm also just gonna stop streaming because my voice is getting hoarse. I have a tiny bit of a cold. It's not that bad, but a little bit. A little bit. Usually I also have something to drink, which I forego. But I just wanted to be like, hi, I still exist. Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm gonna say bye bye now. Have a good one.